Imagine being expected to stay strong while constantly experiencing racism, microaggressions, and inequity. That exhaustion has a name: Black fatigue. And today, we're talking about it. Black fatigue. Black fatigue is a profound physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion experienced by Black people due to the chronic daily stresses of navigating systemic racism, microaggressions, and intergenerational trauma. Coined by Mary Frances Winters, it represents the weariness from constant, unremitting struggles for inequity, justice, and survival. An example of Black fatigue is the pressure of having to be twice as good to get half of what your white counterparts get. Constant vigilance to avoid being seen as unprofessional in the workplace, and carrying the burden of being the only Black person in the department. Another example is having to deal with microaggressions, such as comments like, "You're so articulate," or white people touching Black people's hair. Being expected to educate everybody about race. After major racial moments, people often expect Black people to explain systemic racism to them. Or even the fatigue of having to see constant violent racism videos. Seeing the incident like the murder of George Floyd repeatedly being shared online can be emotionally exhausting for Black people and Black communities.
Black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior.
Black fatigue. It's all over my FYP page. Thank you. I am so happy that this is being brought up. And oh, by the way, for us white people who've been around the block a long time, this isn't new to us. We've been dealing with this for over 40.
I'm gonna help y'all get some rest because you just so damn tired. Here we go. The term was created by us for us.
What if, to solve y'all fatigue with Black people, we just left? We just went back to Africa. Oh, wait, we tried that in the early 1900s when Marcus Garvey launched the Back to Africa movement, when he literally signed a deal with Liberia. But guess who shut it down? The US government wouldn't even let the ships leave. What if we built our own towns away from white folks so we can't even be in proximity to fatigue, y'all? Darn, we tried that too in the form of freedmen's towns in states like Oklahoma, Black Wall Street being one of them, which was thriving, and we had our own businesses, banks, hospitals, schools, and what happened? The Tulsa Race Massacre. White mobs burned it all to the ground. Government planes dropped firebombs. People were slaughtered. So no, we weren't left alone. But what if we just live in our own neighborhoods away from y'all? Oh wait, then y'all want to move in, raise the rent, rename everything, and call it up and coming. It's giving gentrification, not boundaries.
So I guess the real question is, if y'all are so fatigued by Black people, then why are y'all always trying to follow us? Why are y'all always trying to control us, surveil us, regulate our tone, our volume, our hair, our joy? It's because y'all really don't want us gone. Y'all want us contained inside whatever version of respectability you've created in your imagination. And it's not giving fatigued. It's giving obsessed.
This all finally brings me to an academic field called whiteness studies. Look it up. Specifically to Dr. Robin DiAngelo, pictured here, in her framing of her terms universalism and individualism. White folks get to be universal, which is the default standard of behavior, and they get to be individuals. Their mistakes are theirs, not the whole race. But Black people, we get neither. We don't get the privilege of being individual and universal.
If one of us acts quote unquote ghetto, then we're all suddenly the problem. And then you determine our behavior by your respectability politics in the first place, which Black beings and Black bodies don't have to abide by anyways. If it were up to y'all, we would not be allowed any individuality or complexity. To y'all, we just give exhaustion for anything that we do. Ever considered that maybe it's not Black people that's causing your fatigue? And maybe it's the reflection, because when whiteness sees itself in the mirror through our resistance, our joy, our success, our ability to self-define, it gets tired. But here's the thing. We've been tired. Y'all are just late.
white people having black fatigue is laughable. When according to the FBI, white people make up 70% of all arson arrests, 69% of all rape arrests, and 59% of all violent crime is caused by white people to the 36% caused by black people.
Why is racism coming back? More buzzwords to justify it. The newest one is black fatigue. Before that, it was DEI. You understand there's never anything good enough for these races, right? Let's explain what black fatigue actually is. Black fatigue is actually a book on how racism erodes the mind, body, and spirit and explores systemic racism and its effect on black people. These racists aren't even smart enough to know the definitions of the words they're using, such as DEI. Why are we giving them any attention? And why are they increasing in number? Most people that are racist have zero black friends, have never interacted with a black person in their life, but they're somehow racist still. Because they're chronically online. You chronically online people need to get a life. Yeah, you're chronically online. No wonder you're so scared and angry at everything all the time, and you're looking for an outlet, and for some reason that expression comes to making up some new crazy buzzword to be obsessed with a group of people that have no idea who you are and have never thought about you, but your entire thought process is on them. We're actually talking about race in 2025 and justifying 5-year-olds getting called slurs with autism. What? And I go outside in real life and none of y'all are outside. They're chronically online. But go ahead, keep dropping your videos. We're gonna find out who you are. We will. We're gonna find out who you are. Please make more videos.
They don't like black joy because black joy is revolutionary.
People crash
Here we
out
go.
about EBT taken away and pretty much saying, yeah, we're just going to steal because we're not working for nobody. I hope you guys know you're the reason the world hates us.
No, they're not.
You're the reason why everybody thinks we steal, kill,
Lies.
and commit every crime in the book.
Lies. It's not true. None of it's true. They
So
lie.
thanks again, because now stuff is going to get locked up in Target now.
We're boycotting Target. First of all, aren't we still boycotting Target? That's how we know you ain't one of us, sis. Second of all, they labeled us as every goddamn super predator in the book and hung us from trees like strange fruit when we were wearing business suits and floor-length dresses, just trying to make ends meet. Literally segregated, not even in their neighborhoods, nor were we in their communities. So it had absolutely nothing to do with people that are stealing or whatever. Like, that's a fucking, that's a scam. And the fact that you believe that is actually kind of sad, because that's how you see yourself. And I pray every day that we become free and we free our minds of the shackles of giving a fuck of what a group of people that committed the most atrocious crimes against all of humanity think of us. It's propaganda, sweetheart. It doesn't matter what you do. They're just racist. It does not matter what you do. You could go to school. You could get every degree known to man. You could move next to them. You could be the best model minority. It does not matter. They're racist. They're still going to look down on you. They're still going to demonize you. They're still going to criminalize you.